Hey guys, this is Brandon, owner of Devil's Head Choppers out here in Castle Rock, Colorado, and we're going to show you how to install this DK Customs universal LED light strip on this 2017 Dyna Lowrider S. And this is going to carry over to how you install it on a lot of different bikes, but we'll show you specifically how to do it on this bike. Cut!
So here's what the kit comes with. Definitely instructions. You need to read the instructions before you even start. Comes with 4 of these sticky lock guys, and they have double-sided tape on the back. These are for sticking to different places and running your zip ties in places that don't have places or ways to run zip ties. Comes with the light itself. Do not bend it until it is time. Read the directions. And then it comes with some posi locks. These things are relatively easy to use, but we're going to solder this kit on today, so we'll show you soldering. And then it comes with a bunch of zip ties. And last but not least, comes with these circuits, the dual element circuits. And these will allow you to use this light with one hot wire on 2 different circuits. That way it'll run your brake lights and your turn signals at the same time. So this bike is already set up for run, brake, turn lighting. And if you do not have a bike that's set up for that, so say you have a single brake light in the back, you're going to need to get an additional run, brake, turn module that DK sells. Ace Mechanic Chris is going to remove the seat. That's step 1. Just set it somewhere safe so it doesn't get scratched. Alright, under the seat on most Dynas and Sportsters, you're going to have 3 different circuits, especially in the late model ones like this. This is a 2017. So you have one turn signal and brake light, the other turn signal on the other side, and then you have this one with 2 wires is going to be your factory lighting on your license plate. So step 1 is going to be to unplug one of these, even though they have tape on them. It tells you which side. So we'll unplug one, and then we'll switch the bike on with the, it's on the handlebars on this one. Okay. So then you look at which light is not working. So we just unplugged the right light, the right side light. So dead giveaway on which side that is. So the next step, we're going to take some blue tape and we're going to wrap it around that set of wires so we can keep that identified. Yep, on the bike side. Could be anything, could be a little paint mark, whatever, but this is how we're going to identify that this is the right side. So here we got everything mocked up. We got our white wire running to our blue, that's our tail light circuit, and the purple wire running to the red, that's our brake, and then the black wire coming straight out of the LED strip is our ground. And so this, where it splits into 2 and goes to 1, that is our dual element circuit that's provided in the kit. That's what breaks our 2 different signals, one for tail light and one for brake and turn, into one single wire to go into the light itself. So in between your hot sides, you're going to have 2 wires going into one, and then on your ground side you just have the 1 wire. So let's go ahead and set that down. Let's turn it on and see if it works. There we go. All right, go ahead and hit the brake. All right, everything on the left side seems to be working. We're going to do the same thing on the right side. And then once everything's mocked up, we'll start running our wires and soldering everything so it'll look nice and pretty. For mock-up, we'll just twist everything together, starting with the red wire coming out of the LED itself. Then that'll leave us with a red and a white wire The white wire is going to go to the blue for the tail light circuit, and the red wire goes to the purple. So white to blue, red to purple, and then coming directly out of the LED, there's only one ground coming out. So you just got to pick one side, and then we'll end up snipping and capping off that ground on the second. So go ahead and hit it. All right, hit the left side. Left side still works. Right side. Okay. So hit the turn signal. Leave it running. Hit the brakes. Okay. Now hit the other turn signal. Leave it running. Hit the brakes. There you go. Okay, so we're going to solder this joint. You're soldering, get your soldering iron real hot, let it sit for a few minutes. I'm going to start by just touching a little solder on there. I'm going to let this kind of rest on there. And that's all you need. Just a dab will do you, just a tiny bit. Because these aren't very strong wires, so they aren't going to need any more solder than that. Just do a little pull test, let it cool down for a sec, and let's see if we can focus. There we go. So now that that's there, let's set the soldering iron down, pull our heat shrink over top of everything, and for big long sections I use a heat gun. Little shit like this, just a little lighter will do it. That's soldered, doesn't need much. You can cruise through these things. Okay, so once you got everything soldered up, ready to install this backlight, let it sit on for like 5 minutes, and that'll actually put a little heat into the light. Not a ton, but just some. Then you can start bending it very gently so you don't break it. Don't use any other heat method. So it's going to fit pretty nice. Don't use any other heat method, like a heat gun or anything stupid like that, to try and heat it up, because it's going to ruin it if you do. This thing's surprisingly flexible. Alright, so using denatured alcohol, because it won't mess things up, I'm going to clean out really, really good under that fender. Like really, really good. Let's see that paper towel. Yeah, flip it around and do the clean side too. Get all that dirt out of there so this thing will stick really good. once you've got it set where you want it. Next, we'll take the backing tape off of our little sticky Ziploc holder guy. Not sure what the real name is, but they're some of the most handy little guys ever. We're going to use a couple of them. Just hold our wiring securely up away from the tire. Okay. You see up in there? Yeah, focus it. I'm gonna have to pull back. Cool. Run them loose first, and then you can take the slack out of your wiring. Go into the towards the front of the bike. All right, everyone, that's a wrap. It's a nice clean install. Can't see anything down there. We got a wonderful stealthy light. Works really good. Last thing to do is fire this thing up. So this is the, what do they call that? Kickstart my Harley because the battery's dead. Oh, I hate doing this. Okay, we look on there, Chris, and see if you can see me. Head's chopped off.
Oh, your head's chopped off, man.
Okay, so we'll need to move it up.
You mean back?
No, I mean up.
Oh.
Went from a 4-head to a 3-head.
No.
I got a 5-head.
Yes, you got way ripped.
With my hair like this, it's like a 6-head.
There's like,
X-head.
Got a Ganchuan cranium.
It holds
Heed.
all the brains.
Heed. All right, we're good right there, buddy.
Alright, cool.
I got you almost in the middle.
Alright.
Cranium soft asleep on this gigantic pillow.
Heed.
It's whiskey.
Heed.
Alright. Hey guys, this is Brandon with Devil's Head Choppers, and we're going to show you...
Step one, turn the phone down.
Devil's Head, this is Brandon.
Sure, this.
Alright, hey, appreciate it, Matt.
It definitely matches
Thanks.
the wire that was the speed out. On,
Are we still recording?
Yeah, that's the same plug. I think I edited it right.
Yeah, we'll edit it. Well, Kevin might edit it.
Do you want me to start it over? Or pause it?
Yeah, let's stop it and start over. hit the record button on the front,
On the front?
top.
Oh, this orange, red one?
This is red.
Okay.